Rich, controversial opinion here, but I believe that Ant-Man is the best heist movie since Ocean's 11.
I think that might be fair. I can't think of many others off the top of my head.
So really not that controversial then? Just
Inside Man, maybe? Inside Man was okay.
Was that after Ocean's 11?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, anyway, this is a tangent already.
It is. Well, this is it. We are talking about Marvel's Avengers. The beta drops today for PlayStation 4 pre-orders.
Yeah, that's right.
Is it just PS4 today?
Yeah, and then next week Xbox One pre-orders, then the PS4 open beta, then the following week open to everyone.
Oh yeah, not complicated at all. But,
no.
We were playing it this week to give people a bit of a lowdown. For those that haven't pre-ordered it, deciding whether to pre-order it, those that maybe have pre-ordered it on the Xbox, those that just can't be bothered to play a beta and just want to wait for the final version. We are here to give you our opinions, and we're looking at the four main hero characters. We got Iron Man right now, the Hulk, Ms. Marvel, and who's the other one, Rich? Black Widow, there we go. So yeah, like Iron Man, I didn't like to start with, but the more I played with him, I actually quite liked him.
Well, do you know when he sort of came into his own for me was when you get to his harm room?
Yeah,
I'm like,
he's actually the same with me.
He's actually a bit more nuanced than I thought. He's got that cool little sort of parry move that knocks enemies back, which I like. Yeah, so, interesting.
For those watching or listening, the harm room it's a mission in the game that's almost like a hollow room kind of thing with combat scenarios, and you get to use Iron Man properly for the first time then and learn some of his nuances, some of his kind of quirky techniques, I guess, how to kind of master him. And for me, that's when it came in, because I wasn't really a fan of him flying, because I found the flying a little bit unwieldy, but like the uni-beam here, just the mix between melee and kind of distance gameplay was pretty cool.
Well, it's sort of a universal problem, I think, that this game sort of has, is that if you know the abilities of the heroes, if you're a comic book nerd like me, it's weird that they don't behave the way you'd expect them to. So like, Iron Man missing shots just seems bizarre to me.
Yeah, well, that's your fault for missing them. So
well, yeah, of course it is.
Get good.
But it just wouldn't happen. Like Hulk not being able to swat away everything with just one hit. You know,
true. Just Hulk dying.
Exactly.
It's like while the kind of gameplay is running in the background, like I think our general thoughts on it are kind of align, don't they? And it was it's fun, but it's a little bit underwhelming.
Yeah.
Does that sum it up?
Yeah, I think that sums it up pretty succinctly.
Because it's not bad, is it? It's just not fantastic.
No, it's weird. It's such an interesting license to work with as well. And to have something that's... Well, I mean, I wasn't that kind of compelled to go back to it for multiple, goes, which is worrying, right? Yeah. And the loot I didn't find particularly interesting.
This is the problem. The thing with it's trying to be a games of service, so it's trying to be a Destiny like. And the cool thing with Destiny is that you can keep doing the same scenarios and the same missions and getting crazy kind of looking loot, and then I've got a new helmet, I've got a new gun, I've got a new kind of cloak. I've got a new bit of armor. Yeah. Whereas this doesn't have that. No. So everything is non-cosmetic.
Well, that's true.
Apart from the skins, right?
And apart from the odd artifact here and there, I think.
But we haven't seen any of that yet, have we? That's just what the devs told you, right?
Yeah, I think maybe Kamala Khan gets some artifact bangles at some point in the beta. Okay. It's very minor stuff, I think.
But yeah, that's the really cool thing about Destiny. It's why people keep playing. It's like they want this gun, they want this item, they want this bit of armor. Whereas this game doesn't have that, and I feel like that's where it's gonna fall short, in my kind of opinion. Yeah. The long-term prospects are a concern, I suppose. I did enjoy the single-player, well, not the single-player, but the story. Yeah. That was really cool. I enjoyed that, but everything else around it, like what you're seeing right now, is just. It's basically somewhere on the map that you just load up. And this mission lasts like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's weird. sort of like very small Destiny strike type missions, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. I love that you said small, just as she grew.
Yeah.
So this is a super. Every character's got a super, which is L1, R1 on PlayStation, and then 2 other moves. Kamala Khan's got like a it's a health one and a slap, right? So
I really liked Hulk's ones actually. He's got like a charge and a big.
And he's got a hand clap, right?
Yeah, the gamma hand clap thingy. Yeah.
Yeah. Weirdly, I mained Black Widow.
Oh really?
Yeah, I found her to be really kind of agile. Have a good mix of close combat. A good mix of range combat, some good special abilities.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was a big. But you know what? Honestly, like I couldn't choose a character. Like I'm not a Hulk fan in this, but like I think you like the Hulk, right? You prefer the Hulk.
Well, I thought of all the heroes that were available in the beta, he felt the most empowering. Like so even though it takes a few hits to take down enemies, I still felt like his abilities felt quite meaty.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. But I think that's kind of the beauty of it, that there isn't one character that is like OP that everyone's going to kind of want to be, that there is a good mix and each character has their kind of pros and cons and they will suit everybody.
Yeah.
Like there's going to be one character will suit someone, right? Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
But yeah, so this is Black Widow. This is one of the new areas, Rich. So
okay.
In the game, you've got story missions, you've got like mini strike missions, and then you've got like bigger strike missions with a big boss, which I couldn't do.
Right.
And then you've got like these hub areas, which are slightly open world that have more things going on. So this one was new in the beta. This wasn't available when we were playing it in the week.
Okay, yeah. I thought it looked unfamiliar.
Yeah, downtown, right? Eastern Seaboard, I believe it's called. So yeah, this is it's cool, but I feel that the cities and the open world hubs, they're very empty.
Yeah.
Whereas in Destiny there was a lot going on in these hub areas. Whereas these they're just, it almost feels like it's quite lonely.
Yeah, well, you're illustrating that perfectly now with this gameplay. You're sort of just running around and
so there is a main mission to them. So obviously you can just go for the main mission and just treat it like a linear story mission if you want. But like I don't know, I'm just a little bit underwhelmed by it all. But also like I'll play it because I love the Avengers, and the gameplay's fun. But I just don't know how long I'll play it for.
Well, I feel like the saving grace in that regard is going to be them adding new content that's going to be free. So new heroes. Yeah. Let's not mention Spider-Man. New heroes that each have their own like story arc. That's a rule that every character has to come with that.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, Marvel said if you release a character, they got to have a story arc. So and they're all going to be free.
Girl story arc.
Well, they can pull from anywhere in the Marvel universe as well. They're not restricted to just Avengers. Crystal Dynamics told me. So, I mean that's a pretty big deal. So,
and I mean because the core gameplay it's solid. It's nothing to write home about. It's not going to be like revolutionary. Like if it felt a little bit more like Batman, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, bit more impact.
Yeah, like honestly, you don't hear the impact of this. Like I've got to say that the actual audio side was a little bit disappointing. Like I want to hear when I'm Hulk, I'm smashing somebody in the face. I want to hear his bones crunch.
Exactly. If you're smashing up a mech like this, you want to see sparks flying, twisted metal, and
it's one of those games that you could play on mute, like because the audio just adds nothing to it.
Oof, harsh.
Yeah, it is harsh, but like it was very disappointing, the audio, because I expected at least, regardless of what they did with the game, with the gameplay, I expected at least the audio and the visual side to be fantastic.
Yeah.
But here's a kind of look at the this is the war table, Rich. This is with all the missions. There's your story missions, there's like your drop missions, your strike missions, and that one in the middle is like a boss mission. There's different areas, so Pacific Northwest, Eastern Seaboard, which is the new one I was telling you about.
Yeah.
So the areas do look slightly different, but they're not. It just didn't wow me from a visual kind of perspective as well.
I feel like the sort of breadth and wealth of content isn't going to be an issue. It's going to be whether it's compelling enough, whether it's interesting enough.
Yeah. This is what we were talking about earlier on as well with the gears and how all these are all the skins and stuff like that, which are cool. Like they put some effort into them. Well, some effort. They put a decent amount of effort into the skins and stuff, but it's just everything else. Like you just choose stuff that you never see in the gear. It gets a little bit nerdy, which is great with the with some of the.
Who's me dressing as that one?
Well, I have no idea. Like some of the emotes are cool. Like this is cool. Yeah, this is like Iron Man, but like this is what it looks more like. These are the skills and abilities of Black Widow. So this is me after like 3 or 4 hours, so you can see the different skills, the different perks and stuff. So I mean, there is a little bit of depth there for people that want that, but I was a little bit disappointed by the fact that there was no kind of visual customization, like granular customization.
Yeah.
And you got challenges and stuff. But yeah, Rich, that's the beta, mate. It's out now for PS4 owners. It's out next week for pre-order owners.
Yeah, pre-orders.
It's out next week for Xbox, and then the week after is the open beta. Yeah. But yeah, thanks very much for watching, folks. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Cheers, folks. Bye.
Bye.